All right. Welcome back. So this topic comes up quite a bit, and a lot of people don't know what niche they should go into because some people maybe they're not really good at a lot of things, or maybe they don't know anything, or maybe they just have no idea what kind of products to sell or what they should even get to. So here's what you should consider before you pick your niche. And if you don't know what your niche, if you don't know what the word niche means, it just basically means your topic. So um, it's like, what are you into? And what's your talents, what's your knowledge, because like I want to help people, like based around their knowledge, their passions, and their talents. Like you got to have a business around that. Now you don't always have to sell products. Like for instance, like this whole course is not about like selling products online. Like you got to start your selling shoes or start your own name brand. I mean that's a possibility, but I want to help people like with their talents and their knowledge, whether you're a musician or you're an artist, maybe you're a nutritionist, it doesn't matter. But this whole thing was going to help you out. So, but for people who are lost, they don't know what to do, or maybe they're just getting started, here's some things to consider before starting your online business, and this will be very helpful. So, because you're gonna, if you're gonna start a business, you're gonna be doing something you're gonna be around all the time. So you might as well like what you do. So, but if you're in it just for the money, you more than likely will just stop and fail because I mean, like if you're just about the money, then you're not going to be interested in your topics that you're going to talk about. You're not going to be interested in your customers. And this is a business. This isn't make money. This is help other people, and they give you money in return, type of a deal. So it's not a selfish thing. It's a two-way street. You got to help other people, and they'll pay you for it. They'll gladly pay you for it. If you have answers for other people, you can definitely help them out. So in my next video, I'll give you more like models, I guess. But right now, I want to help you discover what your niche should be, because you're going to have to drive customers to your website or to your store or to your online course or your ebook, whatever it is you're promoting. That's yours. Sorry, excuse me. So if you're lost, you don't know what to do, and then you're brand new, here's what you should do, and here's what you got to consider. Is like how to find your niche, and what if you don't know what to do. Think about this. So, and this is a really great exercise to figure out maybe your purpose in life as well. So you got to consider this. These three things, and these will really help you. What can you talk about for a long time? This is a great way to discover what your passion is, or your talent, or where your knowledge lies. I mean, can you talk all day long about diets and food and nutrition? And it's like, if so, like perhaps like you're not a certified nutritionist, and you might want to consider that later on. I don't know, but I mean, if nutrition is your thing, maybe you could sell supplements, or maybe you could start a blog that teaches people how to lose weight or exercise properly, or you can start a YouTube channel around the same topics. So, what can you talk about for a long time? Could you talk about martial arts? Could you talk about skateboarding? Could you talk about what it takes to start a restaurant? Could you talk about, anything and everything? Like, what can you talk about for a long time? And if there's anything that you can talk about for a long time, then maybe that should be something should consider going into. This is actually a real life example for me today. I went to the music store because there's a guitar I want to get, and I've been checking out for a while. And so every time I went in there today, and there's like this younger guy, and he's into audio engineering, and he's into recording and stuff like that. And I just started, and as I was playing the guitar that I was looking to get, I kept talking to him for like seriously like 10 minutes long. Like, hey man, like I was like, I used to do sound, I used to work in clubs, and I did it for a long time, and it was great and fun. But you gotta consider like your future. You should maybe start a business, because you can start a business based around audio engineering, and you could like more not just doing audio engineering and recording, which is a service. And the thing about services is like you can't scale a service business, which what sucks. So if you're into like housekeeping, that's a service, or if you're a mechanic, that's a service. You can't scale a business with services unless you hire employees, and then you got to have like 3 employees or 4 employees. Then you're gonna have more customers, more clients. That's the only way to scale a service business. So In an online business, you want to sell products because you can sell thousands of products a day if you're really good at it. Or you don't even need to sell thousands of products a day. You could sell one product a day if your product sells for $300 and you're making $300 profit on like an online course or whatever if you create an online course. But for instance, could you talk about meditation? Could you talk about yoga? If you're a yoga teacher, would you be willing to do a YouTube channel showing yoga, and then people will follow you on YouTube, and you can make YouTube ads, and you'll get paid off of YouTube from that. So that's another option too. But what can you talk about for a long time? My whole niche is starting an online business. I'm an opportunity junkie, and it's not good because like I've seriously looked into every business model there is, and I know how confusing it can be to start an online business. So that's why I'm doing this course, because like I know a lot about online business and what it takes to get going. So and I'm going to really make it more simple for everyone. So that's really the whole point of this course. So that's my niche. I'm going to help people start their online business, start their own business, so that way they can become financially free doing what they love to do, and I get to do what I want to do, which is help people start their own business. So we all win. So what can you talk about for a long time? That's number one. Like whatever you can talk about for a long time is your niche. And that's what I'm talking about business right now. It's my thing. So number two, what kind of YouTube channels do you watch? So here's another practice. If you were to go into your YouTube channel, if you were to go into your YouTube app and look into your history of videos that you've watched over the past 30 days or 60 days, 3 months or whatever, what's the majority of your videos that you're watching? I mean, are your videos all animal videos? I mean, are you really passionate about animals? So, I mean, if you're watching cat videos all day long, like, you could definitely start an online business based around cats if that's really your thing. You can sell cat products. If you have a lot of cats, you can write an ebook about cats, or you can even sell like a potty training course for cats. Like, if you want to teach people how to train their cats to go to the bathroom and the toilet, which is a thing, by the way, you could definitely do that. Are you passionate about cooking? Are you a great at-home cook? Like I once considered becoming a chef myself, but I definitely didn't want to consider. I didn't want to go work in a restaurant, and I definitely didn't want to work 80 hours a week for like nothing. Because I've worked in restaurants for a long time, and I know cooks make no money. So, and they work really hard, and it's really hot back there. It's not what I'm into. But are you really good into cooking? So, are you a great chef? If so, you can start your own YouTube channel based around cooking, or you could do write an ebook with recipes, and you can develop a following and give away your ebook for free and collect emails, and then you give your ebook away for free on how to cook something, like cook a certain style. Like, could you cook Brazilian cuisine, or do you cook European food or French food? You can have a whole ebook or a YouTube course on just that. You can sell a course. So I mean, the possibilities are endless as far as like how that goes. But finding your niche, like go into your YouTube history channel. Like, what are you into? Like, what is the topic you're always searching online? And like that's something to consider. Like, and whatever it is, there's always a way to make money around it. You just got to remember that your business is going to be based on your passion and your knowledge. So, and you want to be in that same environment. So, what is your history on YouTube? What kind of videos are you watching? Or even more so, like if you're not into YouTube, like what Instagram channels or Instagram people do you follow? Do you follow fitness? Do you follow motivation? Maybe you should become, if you're into motivation, maybe you could become a self-help coach and help people, and you can become a self-help mentor, and you can actually charge people like $100, $200 an hour being someone's life coach, and helping them that way. So it just takes a little bit, just finding what you want to do. And then the next thing is like, what kind of books do you read? What books do you buy? What magazines do you buy? Like, are you into makeup? Do you have like a bunch of I don't know, like do you have a bunch of magazines on flowers? Like are you into a florist? Like, I'm really throwing stuff out there because like it's really, the possibilities are endless. Are you into home decor? Do you have like stacks and stacks of magazines on home decor? If so, if you have an eye for like art and home decor, Maybe you want to start a store that sells home decor products. You could sell lamps, or you could sell, if you really wanted to, you could drop ship couches. I mean, like when you go to Walmart or Target or anywhere that has a big, heavy item, and they're going to say they're going to deliver it to you, they're usually delivered from their warehouse. They're not delivering from their store. They're in, Walmart or Home Depot. All these stores, they do what's called drop shipping, which means once you have an order, they don't ship the product from their store necessarily. They might have a warehouse somewhere else that is where they keep all their products, and they drop ship. They basically say, call up the warehouse and be like, hey, we have an order, ship it to this address, and that's it. And you can do the same thing. It's called drop shipping. So that's why I showed you what you can do with AliExpress. It's drop shipping. So you can do high ticket items that are really high end. You can sell a couch for $800 online, and you can make $200 profit, $300 profit off that one sale. So, but yeah, going back to your topics, what's your niche? Like, what kind of books do you read? What are your magazines? So, just look at your life, what your interests are, and just like there's a way to make money around it. So, it doesn't really matter what it is. You could, last fall, like last November, I literally had an online store that sold pig products. So I know people. I know cats and dogs are really popular, so I was like, why not pigs? People love pigs, and the pig market might not be super saturated. And so, which brings me up to this point: if you're worried about saturation, don't worry about it, because if there's competition, that's good, because that means there's people making money. So don't go after these weird, obscure niches necessarily. You could, if you want to specialize in that one little item, or like some weird niche. Like my nephew is into this thing called furries. So it's not really popular yet, but there's ways you can make money if you're into the furry niche for sure. But don't worry about being saturation. Like if something's saturated, that means people are making money with it. So dogs, cats, cooking, like don't worry about it. Like you can definitely make money with it. That's why that's a market. If there's a lot of competitors, go join that club and become one of them. So I hope this is helping you find your niche. You can really narrow it down into what you're interested in, and you can really like create a whole business model based around your whole interest. So if you're interested in relationships, if you're a girl who just loves talking about relationships and you love gossiping, like you could seriously start a blog about relationships, and you could talk about your friends' problems, and you could write a whole blog about how you helped them, and you give them answers, and then all of a sudden you became like a self-help coach. People now will come to you for relationship advice, and they'll pay you for your advice. So it's just endless. The whole thing, the way money works is like people will give you their money. People will gladly give you their money if you can solve their problems. So if you're a relationship expert, people will pay you $100, $300, $500 an hour to talk to you, to help solve their problems. Like if you have problems with your boyfriend, girlfriend, like people will seriously gladly pay money to help solve their problems. And that's how you get money, is like by solving problems and giving value. So people are not going to pay $100 for a bucket of sand, a sand that you can get sand out in the yard, but if you have something special, like even if you're a musician, like people might pay you $100 to write a song for them, or pay you $300 to play at their wedding or whatever. So I'm just saying, like, it's possible to make an online business. You just got to make yourself, out there online for people to find you, and which is something I will also touch up on soon in the next topics, as far as like how to develop an audience and developing leads and stuff like that. So, but this video is all about finding your niche if you don't know what to do. So I've given you lots of ideas on how you can narrow in on your thing. So you got to consider, what are you passionate about? What can you talk about? What's your history like, as far as like what Facebook groups are you part of? What YouTube videos do you watch? What social media groups are you part of? Like, what books do you read? Like whatever. This is just a great way to, like, if you don't know what your passion is, what your interest is, look around you. Like, you've been around it all your life. Like, so are you? If you're a big fan of baseball and football, you could seriously sell merchandise if you wanted to. You could have your own Shopify store that sells, memorabilia or whatever. And you could, or if you're a big Green Bay Packers fan, that's totally different. You might have to get licensing deals for that, but it's possible to sell stuff around your niche. So I hope this helps you out. find your passion, find your niche, and see you next video on some business models on how you can actually develop a business based around your ideas. All right, see you in a little bit.